Hello everyone, welcome to Seasonal Tarot. My name is Kathy. Welcome back. If you're coming back, thank you so much gratitude. If you're new here, welcome. It's a relatively new YouTube channel, so I hope you can follow along. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you give me kind forgiveness for all the mistakes of not being perfect. But it's part of authenticity. Okay, we're going to work with the light and shadow tarot deck today. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. So with that, we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose, blow it out through our mouth. Again, in through our nose and out through our mouth. Bring in the energy. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say. We're going to do a spread. We're going to call it the Wheel Turns. This is a larger deck, so bear with me. Had this deck probably 25 years, maybe. This is a good spread to do when you're changing seasons, and because we're kind of in between the beginning of the equinox right now, the autumnal equinox, just coming up on it, the 21st, 22nd, depending on where you're watching from. We're going to go with this one and see what fall to winter here in North America has to bring for us. So the last cycle's major lesson is the Ten of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. The last cycle's biggest achievement was strength. And what you need to let go of from the last cycle. Two of Swords. Wow. Okay. Try and make them here. Hoping it's all going to fit. Okay. Next, we're going to ask, what are your expectations of this cycle? The Star. It's a lot of healing. And what is this cycle's challenge going to be? The Death card. Nice. Okay. This cycle's advice. No, sorry, this cycle's theme. And then this cycle's advice. And this one I'm going to leave last because it's the transition from last to the new cycle. So, bottom of the deck, the Seven of Pentacles. Ruled by Taurus and Saturn. Okay, if you hear the click-clack, that's my old dog. And he's just coming in from outside, so mind the noise. I will get a better mic as we move along here. Okay, so last cycles, I have to keep going with the cycle. So the seasonal cycle of the summer equinox, I would guess then, would be the Ten of Cups. And so the major lesson was a lot about emotions. It's full of emotions. It's the dance between the masculine and the feminine within ourselves and balancing out those emotions. So all the realm of emotions. They're quite jubilous, and the flow is very even. And so that is a cycle completed, and that is something that you mastered. The biggest achievement was the strength, and that is a mastery in and of itself. Strength is the ability to, excuse me, look within ourselves at our shadows and be able to really take control of what's inside of us. And with that inner stillness, that inner understanding, that deep knowing, you can take that knowledge and bring it out to the world. And so if you think about the cycle of life, you are born and you don't really have control of those emotions. Babies are screaming and toddlers are terrible twos, and then we enter into school and we're like, we don't understand what's going on. This isn't like home. You move on into your preteens and your teens, and it's like, well, who am I? I'm supposed to be somebody. And it progresses. You become a parent, and you know, any stage of your life, even when you enter into your crone age or your older age, your empty nester syndrome or retirement, there's always a little wobble there. So it's harnessing that control, it's harnessing that strength, and it's bringing temperance to the table to be balanced and being able to depart your wisdom. Yeah. So what you need to let go of is the Two of Swords, the inability to make decisions. He's blocking his top chakra. It's where we get an enlightenment from. He's blindfolded. He doesn't want to see what's going on outside of him. He has his hands, one's wielding the sword, the other one's wielding a sword, and he's crossing them in front of him. And he's like blocking himself from the exterior world. So this is Moon in Libra. Justice, balance. So if this is what you need to let go of, you have to trust that you do need to make decisions, and it's okay to let go of the past. Okay, so what are your expectations of this cycle, the star? So you're right on track to keep healing. The star brings in the ancient knowledge, the wisdom, the cosmic downloads, the healing waters, the nourishment for the earth, and you share those lessons with others. And being in the age of Aquarius, the Aquarian age we've just entered into, this is also Aquarius's signature card. So, for the cycle, the biggest challenge. This is the Death card. Death card is just merely a death and rebirth. So one cycle ends and another one opens up. And you can either dance or you can wrestle. And so, I ask that you dance. There's a massive amount of symbology into these cards, but I don't think I want to get into them tonight. Just know that the universe is flowing, as above, so below, meaning interior, outside of you, and you're releasing and letting go. Your ancestors are around you, and rising like a phoenix after you die. You're born again. Now, what this cycle's theme is Princess of Swords. So the Princess of Swords speaks of truth in a youthful way. There may be a little bit of naivety there. So the spirit, what spirit is saying to you is that you do bring knowledge, but also adopt a beginner's mind. As you enter this new phase of the equinox, going into winter, there'll be things that are familiar to you that are second hat, but not everything will be, and it's okay to keep learning. Life is a journey. It's not a destination. So, yeah. For the advice for the cycle is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is, again, taking that breath, relaxing, remembering to go in. It's almost a meditative state. It's a relaxed state. It's letting go, knowing, kind of leaning back on your heel just a little bit, not in an arrogant way, but recognizing that in due time things will come, and in order to manifest or in order to grow, we also need to leave ourselves some time to reflect upon what cycle we've just done or what we've just learned, what craft, what skill, what did your neighbor teach you, yeah. So that's what that means. Before we head out, I just over to the final card here. I just want to say that we have 3 major arcana down the center. We have 1 court cord, and yeah. So this is pretty powerful transformation, and I'm sure you're well aware that 2025 has been a big year cosmically, planetary. The astrology is just like over the moon. The sun is like throwing out solar flares, and this isn't woo-woo. This isn't any of that stuff. This is actually what's happening. And so if you just even Google cosmic solar flares, you can come up with like major astronomers and meteorologists and stuff talking about this all the time. So it's been a big, big cycle, and I think this is just reflective of what we've just come through before. So through the summer, it took a lot of strength, it took a lot of courage, and coming forward, it's about finding that center point and that balance heading into winter and kind of rolling with the punches. We've been through the last 5 years, let's say, of the world changing, and it's not going to, stop spinning anytime soon, that's for sure. Lots of different things, and things are kind of coming into balance. So let's see if I'm correct in my idea here. What do you think the spirit has to say about the transition from the last cycle to this one? Shall we look together? Four of Cups. Wow. So the Four of Cups is all about emotions, obviously. The moon is there. Cancer, the sign Cancer, the moon in Pisces, or the moon in Cancer, sorry. I was looking at the little fish coming out of the water there. So there's calmness, there's auric energies, and the Four of Cups is about balance. Two cups are overflowing, two cups are resonating. In the traditional Rider-Waite, which this is not, it usually depicts somebody sitting under a tree, and he has three cups in front of him, and the other one's being passed out from spirit or from somebody else in your life, and he's just not interested. He's like, no. But in this one, it's more of a balanced state. The Four in and of itself is a foundational card. So I think that, like I said, we're bringing in balance and healing and harmony. And I think that's a really good thing. Yeah. So I hope you liked tonight's reading. It was a little bit shorter than normal, I think. I'm still catching my waves of getting used to speaking to a camera. And I'm very much a solo practitioner, so this is, it's been a joy to be able to share this, and I hope to keep going. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you liked tonight's reading, if you would like to know more about some of the decks that I have, and if you can, let me know what your sign is down in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. I am a Leo. Anyway, thank you so much. Take care. Good night.